I'm in third year biomed at Monash this year, and I sat the GAMSAT for the first time in May of 2020. So when I found out about the Head Start course, it was so affordable. I just thought, you know, if all else fails, if I don't actually get anything out of it, at least it's going to force me to do preparation. And then when I got into the classes and we got literally an endless amount of practice questions, like for the amount of effort that the tutors would have had to go to prepare and all of the resources to give to us, I was so surprised with how much that I'd paid for it in the beginning, because I wasn't even expecting like a quarter of that level of like commitment and engagement from the tutors. Yeah, it was absolutely incredible. Chemistry and physics have never really been like my strong suit, so I was very, very stressed about how I was going to do in section 3. It was so helpful. I cannot stress enough how much I just learned going over the basic chem principles and like the physics stuff that I just like wouldn't have even thought of at, because I just kind of assumed like, oh, you know, GAMSAT's all application stuff anyway, like they give you all of what you need in the test. But there's a lot of kind of assumed knowledge that I just hadn't really known where to start from. So having my tutors Karim and being able to like share with us like the basic stuff that we should just know was really helpful, because then at least I knew like how to study, because beforehand I was just kind of like aimlessly doing practice questions and not really knowing like where to improve on, because I'd come to the conclusion that I wasn't going to even attempt the physics section of the exam. But it got me to a point where I ended up actually being able to put answers down for everything, which was like a very big step for me. We kind of got homework, which was really helpful, because I think if I hadn't have like been given work to actually do, I probably wouldn't have practiced. And that meant that it just forced me to at least do like an hour of GAMSAT prep. When I think about it in terms of like what we're paying for, like obviously I'm getting a lot out of it as well, but being like a non-government organisation that obviously gives back to people who are quite vulnerable and does a lot of really good work overseas, like I would pay for that anyway, even if I wasn't getting anything out of it. So it's almost like just an additional bonus to be able to get like so much information and so much like work from it. Yeah, it's a really great thing that you guys are doing, and I'm so glad that you're going to continue it, because I think you guys have really nailed it this year.